Hello, thank you guys for joining us. Sorry for the late start. My name is Robert Kramer.
And Jose Rodas.
Thank you guys for joining us. This is our first really attempt. We talked a little bit last Friday, Jose got up here, but we're actually going to go over some product today. Just wanted to give you a brief intro. BTX has been around for about 32 years. It's about 1985. And, you know, we do a lot of things here now that we used to not do. We do drapes, we do roller shades, we do Roman shades, we do lift systems. That includes pleated shades, wood blinds, skylights, verticals. So we do the full gamut of motorized shades, but a lot of people don't know that our business, as most of your businesses has shifted, we do a lot of draperies, but we do a lot of roller shades now, both manual and motorized. Well, today we're going to concentrate on the battery system and some of the other hardware pieces that go with that battery system. So we're going to start with basically the basic specifications of our battery motor. We have two units right over here. We have a bracket system with some fabric on here. We do several different fabric brands, just so you know. We do all the Pfeiffer, the Mermet, the Alkins, the Calise, several options available. We also do COM. If you want to send us the material, we can do that as well. So we have our battery system here. The system will lift 7 pounds. It uses 8 AA. We like to recommend lithium ion. You can use alkaline, but we found that you got many more cycles when you use the lithium ion. We also have a plug-in version available with that as well, so you can plug it in or you can use the battery wand. It is a 30 RPM motor, so 30 revolutions per minute. It does have electronic limits built into it, and it fits on an 1.5-inch tube. So it's pretty robust. We rate it anywhere from about 6 foot wide to about 8 foot tall. If you're going about 4 or 5 foot wide, you can go up to about 9 or 10 feet tall. Again, it's about a 7-pound capacity to lift on that. That's the main feature, is your weight. We can do some lightweight Romans as well on that. So that's kind of the general specs on kind of how the battery system is set up currently. We're going to get into some of the hardware that we offer with the battery system, and Jose is going to walk you through that real quick.
Okay. So first of all, to start with, we're going to start with our main, let's say, the fascia available. It's our 3-inch fascia. You can also have this in 4-inch. Colors available on this are white. We have dark bronze. We have a silver anodized, and we also have it on black and also on cream. I'm sorry. It comes with bracket covers. We match the brackets, the color plates accordingly to the color. That is an option. So this is actually the main fascia that we actually use. Second option, we have this round fascia, which it's pretty similar from the top, but then on the front I have the curved shape for different type of windows, different applications. So that's also available on those colors as well. We also have it available on our cassette. This can be done just plain cassette, or you can also do a fabric insert, just how it looks here on this picture. And also comes, you know, with the end caps with the same color as well, different type of colors, same as the other type of systems. This also can also be done with pocket enclosure. You guys are pretty familiar with this. So pocket closure is also available, and also it's available if you use just the bracket system, kind of like this system here. You can go ahead and use just the plain fabric wrap cornices. This can be done in a 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch also, depending on what situation you have, depending on the application you're going to be using. Also, you can use pretty much all the fabrics available to do this as well. So the way it works is you just mount cornices right on top of it, and it's up to you if you want to do a return here, or if you just want to leave it like that. It's an option as well. With the cassette, we have cassette, this is the cassette 100. It's pretty standard for small systems, but we also have the cassette 120, which is a little bigger. So if you do want like a battery application, it will also give you space for you to accommodate your battery pack behind the roller shade as well. With that application also, we'd like to introduce to our side channel. You can do a side channel. Sometimes you have a window where you need a little bit more privacy, or if you want to just block the light pretty much that comes through, you just install your side channel, and that we have it available also. We have it in cream, white, dark bronze, and on anodized color as well.
So adding to that with that particular thing with Jose was talking about, you also can turn this up and make this as a sill channel. We also do a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch sill angle available as well.
We have that too.
So that is another option that is available as well. And again, the colors, we do have all bracket covers. You know, again, the white, the black, the silver, and of course we also have the gray or the alabaster color as well. And those, all the fascias, all the cassettes, all those come in it, and also the side channel. That also all matches, so everything's all coordinated. So that's kind of how all the hardware works for that particular application. I know we haven't run these yet. We've done it on purpose. We're going to go ahead and run these real quick for you, and then Jose's going to jump into some of the controls that are available. He's going to run it right now with the 6-channel remote.
So these two, you can do as a group. You can either select a single channel, you do individually. Let's say, for example, here we have this in channel number 1. Select this in channel number 1. You can do channel number 2 for the second shade as well. Or you can do an as a group, to both together. Now, we have also with this feature, you have the intermediate stop. You have A, center, and B button here on the remote, where you can set up your shade to 25, 50, and 75 opening too. So let's say that, for example, if you have it on the top and you want to do just 25 opening, you press A, and that will go to a 25. If you go to the middle, you go to 50, and the last, if you choose option B, goes to 75. Together with this, you can also use our wireless wall switches as well. We have a 5-channel wall switch. You can customize this also as well. You can do channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can put an option for all of them. It's easy. The good feature on this is it's a flush mount wall switch. You put that on the cover, and you can just mount it anywhere. It will be easy for you to install. You can do it pretty much just anywhere. If you don't like where you install it, you can easily remove that, take the screws off, and just mount it anywhere, pretty much.
One other thing about that, as we kind of jump in here and there, Jose mentioned we do have different buttons that can go into this switch here. They're very customizable. We have like shade, blackout, drapery, blanks, different options that you can pop in and pop out. You can customize that. If you only have 2 shades, a sheer and a drapery, you might change this to sheer and drapery, and the rest be blank. Those are all fully customizable.
We also have this other option here where you have, let's say, a sheer and a blackout. It can be for either roller shades, or it can be used for a different type of systems as well, where you have just big buttons. You have a sheer, blackout. You can have both options as well together with that. We also have our just a standard single channel. If you like, this will go in a one gain hole box. It's a single channel, and we also have a double channel as well, if you have a double application as well.
So briefly, before we get into kind of the SmartLink box, kind of a preview of some future things that we have. On this particular unit, as far as programming is concerned, BTX has changed how the programming works on this. So for example, right now on this particular shade right here is on channel number 1. I'm going to go ahead and run that down. See it's going down, I hit stop. Now when I want to change it, or if the customer, something happens, you want to change the limits, they don't like, they want to change that emollient, whatever it may be, it's very simple. What you do now is you basically hold your stop button down. As I'm holding this down for about 5 to 6 seconds, the motor jogs, lets me know it's in program mode. And now what I can do is I can pick whatever channel I'd like, channel 1, hold the open and close button down on this, channel 1, open and close. The motor will jog, and now it works on the actual flat wall switch. So there's no unplugging, plugging back in. Very, very simple to actually do the programming now with this. Also, we briefly talked about the A, center, and B, your intermediate positions. Let's say you have a mullion situation where it's not completely at 50%, because this comes standard from BTX at 25, 50, and 75, but you want to set those. You can customize these to any position, any 3 intermediate positions that you would like. That's completely up to you. It's very easy to program. Right. Again, you hold the stop button down, you go and you do another set of programming. Very simple. Again, the reset limits, you basically hold the stop button down on the channel you want to address. The motor will actually jog. You run it to where you want the limit to be, and basically you hold the center in B. You run it to the down limit, you hold the center in A. The actual unit will then jog. You hit the stop button to get out of program mode, and you've reset the limits. So much simpler programming than what we had in the past. We definitely have thought through this with installers, getting on ladders, going up and down. We wanted to eliminate that particular feature of having to go up and down a ladder. So all the new motors you're going to see over the next 3 or 4 Fridays and different things have all moved to an electronic limit motor, to where it's much easier to program and much easier to work with and customize it for however your customer might want that to be.
Right.
The last thing, anything to add to that?
I think we're good on that.
This is a preview. We have our new Smart Connect box. A lot of people have been clamoring for this. Of course, we do a lot of wired integration where you're wiring, motors back to central location. But this new Smart Connect box from BTX is a wireless device that you're able to run RS-232 from the automation system into this device. We have a cable here that we actually plug in here with a DB9 adapter that goes in here into the back of the unit. That plugs in here. BTX will provide all this cabling for you. And then this would go through the DB9, would go into the automation system. We have a power supply that then plugs into this particular box to power it up. This has a range anywhere, depending on how many walls you're going through, and if they're metal or they're, what kind of situation, high rises and different things, anywhere from 50 to 100 feet. We actually tested it farther than that, but we're going to tell you 50 to 100 feet just to be safe. It does 14 motors. The beauty about this thing, different than what's out there in the marketplace, is all we do is we add an actual splitter that comes off of here, and you're able to link these together. You're able to link up to 14 boxes together. So whatever 14 times 14 is, I think it's 190 something, you're able to do with one particular box. So that makes it nice. You splitter, you split it off, and you send this out. Now this plugs into your computer. We also have hyper-terminal and different things you can plug into and preset all this, where you're able to pair motors, you're able to set the presets with this, you're able to change channels with this, you're able to do all your commands through your computer through a hyper-terminal, and then when you give it to the actual integrator, you go, here you go, you can do that, here's all the codes, or you can give the integrator the hyper-terminal and have all that preset for you, which makes it very nice. It's 196 actually motors that you can actually control with this. Again, as long as they're all within about 100 feet or so. So that's the main thing with this particular box. So we're really happy with it. You've got your pair button here. You've got your open and close and stop, so you can actually test that to make sure your pairing feature, even though it will jog to tell you, but you can actually run the shades here to make sure everything's all set from this particular box. It's a really, really cool device.
If by any chance you're not able to find the remote, you can also set limits from here as well, right?
Yes, you can set limits from there as well. So you can do everything that you can do on a remote with this particular box. Again, the cost on this thing is the great thing. It's $350 retail, so once you start doing your discounts off of that, it becomes very, very competitive. Again, the battery motor retail is
$350.
$350. So if you look at that and you start looking at your discounts, you get to be very, very inexpensive. You know that our remotes are very, very competitively priced already. So we think we put a nice package together that has a lot of value. Costing is very much in range. It's lower than what's out in the marketplace currently, and we think it gives you a lot of great flexibility, even more so than what's out there currently. So we're really, really excited about it. With all the color options, you've got the BTX service team with Jose and Jonathan, myself, and Dominic over here. We're ready to help serve you and be there for you. Just sometimes, I go visit people, and it's amazingly as it is, a lot of people just don't know that BTX does roller shades. You think of us as this big drapery company, which we do a lot of draperies, but we do a lot of roller shades. We do a lot of manual shades as well. And then we're talking about battery, but we do a lot of shading in general. We've got guys back here. We do a really high quality roller shade. As you can see, everything's seamed on all three sides, very clean. Everything is done very, very nicely here. We try to make sure we do high quality. And as you know, things happening out there. If something were to happen, we're there to take care of it. If something happens, that we can, knock that out for you, get something knocked out real quick. We're going to be able to service you guys. As hopefully you guys know that we kind of stand behind our product. That's why we've been around for 32 years.
Right. Another thing that we stand out for is for our great customer service. I believe a lot of people like us because of that. We're always ready on the phone. We're always ready to take a call from you guys. Any questions, any concerns, we'd be more than happy to help. We're ready to help anytime.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us for this today. We look forward to getting a little bit more into some other motors that we have out that we haven't shown yet. But with the Smart Connect box, with all the hardware, with all of this new battery motor, there's a lot of more things coming as we move down the line this year. We have high ambitions to really kind of upgrade our program. This is the first step with our battery motor, It's very competitively priced. Give us a call, 800-422-8839. You can email us at btx@btxwindow.com. You can email me at rskramer@btxinc.com.
Or you can
Jay Rodas.
Jay Rodas at btxinc.com.
We're here for you, so just give us a call. Like us on Facebook, and we'll see you guys next Friday for the next presentation. See you then.